He's easily one of the most recognizable faces in the J-League.
Actually, I haven't been asked to do any modeling or endorsements, but I have appeared in a couple of fashion magazines.
His afro hairdo makes him hard to miss.
It took me about half a year to get my hair this long. When I go to the barber or salon, it takes about 5 hours to get the dreadlocks done. It's not an easy hairstyle to maintain.
But with a nickname like Bomberman, you'd expect him to be a larger-than-life character.
He may look strange with the hair and everything, but beneath all that, he's just a normal guy.
Meet Yuji Nakazawa. Since making his J-League debut in 1999, he's caught the eye in more ways than one.
The reason I went with the afro look was to get the attention of the scouts. I wanted to stand out from the crowd, so I decided to do something with my hair. At that time, there were a lot of players in the J-League who dyed their hair. But I wanted to be different, so I decided to go with the dreadlocks instead, as nobody was doing it at the time.
The 26-year-old has never been known to do things the conventional way. After all, his first professional contract was with Brazilian club FC America, whom he signed for right after high school.
I grew up idolizing Kazuya Yoshimura, and I wanted to follow in his footsteps. Because he had played in Brazil, I wanted to play there too. As it happened, back in high school, the teacher in charge of the football team had contacts at FC America, and he arranged for me to have trials with the club. Since I wasn't attached to any of the local teams, I decided to give it a shot. My plan was to go to Brazil, prove myself over there, and then come back to the J-League as a professional player.
But just as he was getting established in Brazil, Nakazawa found himself back in Japan instead.
I had leave because my visa had expired. It took quite some time to get a new one, and while I was back here in Japan waiting, the club decided to buy a new centre-back. So there wasn't any reason for me to go back to Brazil. Besides, I had already accomplished what I set out to do, so I decided to play in J-League instead.
That meant the start of a 3-year stint with former J-League champions Tokyo Verdy. Verdy were then a team in decline, but the Bomberman proved one of their few shining lights. He was voted J-League Rookie of the Year in his debut season and represented Japan in the 2000 Olympics. With his speed and strength in the air, it wasn't long before he caught the attention of the bigger clubs. And in 2002, Yokohama F. Marinos swooped. His arrival coincided with an upswing in Yokohama's fortunes, and last year he proved vital as the Marinos won the stage double en route to the J-League title.
He's one of the classiest defenders around right now, and he's still getting better by the day. He's very good in the air and at pushing and pressing the attackers. His one weak point though is that sometimes his final pass lets him down.
Forming a formidable partnership with Naoki Matsuda in the Yokohama defense, Nakazawa led the Marinos to their third consecutive stage title in June.
We won the league last year, so my present goal is to help Yokohama win it again this season. But I'd also like another crack at the AFC Champions League and hopefully go even further than we managed this year.
Despite firmly establishing himself at club level, Nakazawa is still on the fringes of the national team. That may all be about to change. He was ever present in the team that successfully retained the Asian Cup earlier this month and was also named in the tournament's All-Star 11. Impressive achievements to go with his 3 goals that made him Japan's joint top scorer as well.
Yuji is now one of Japan's national players, and I want to see him establish himself in the team. and also qualified for the 2006 World Cup in Germany. He's also one of the main players for Yokohama F Marinos. So I hope he'll guide the younger players along as well.
非常に期待してます。
His unconventional looks may have given him a head start, but Yuji Nakazawa has proved he's got the substance to go with the style. Expect more from the Bomberman.